I see that video of the 3 white chads calling the Indians the N-word. No. It sounds funny, though. I probably shouldn't play N-word videos on my stream. Alright, let me see the super chats, because I'm sure a few came in while we were doing that shit. Killer Kitsune, thanks for $5. If they continue super and actually end up cucking Broly, I'm quitting Dragon Ball. I hate Beerus so fucking much. Yeah. The problem with Beerus is that, like many things in Dragon Ball Super and GT as well, but especially Super, it's like a decent idea on paper that they completely ruined because they had to have something that Goku is not allowed to surpass. It's like, if the series is over, the only reason you wouldn't let Goku surpass him is just because you want infinite marketing bullshit. Like, if you decide one day, oh, we want to continue Super, which sounds like what they're going to do, well, we still need more shit for Goku to want to beat. So Beerus has to be the strongest ever of all time. And he's just a skinny-ass Egyptian cat. You know? You think of what was the appeal of Dragon Ball to all, you know, kids in like the 90s, the 2000s. It was all the, you wanted to be the flying, super jacked, super strong motherfucker, could blow up planets with his pinky finger. You know, that's what you wanted. You know, fly around super fast, blow up all the shit, kill all the people. Awesome. Pure masculinity, you know? And now, what do you look at Dragon Ball? Universe 6 Saiyans, faggots. All of them. The women aren't even thick. They're not, even the women are twigs. They're not even allowed to be thick. No, and we have Femme Broly for the homos. Yeah, that's good too. That's what we wanted. Fuck you. Yeah. The strongest guy in the multiverse, other than, like, God, who's a fucking midget. Yeah, God is a midget with a fucking smiley face, who's supposed to represent the writer's resentment for the audience. Yeah, because Zeno is the average person with a functioning brain making rightful, correct complaints about your shitty writing in your dog shit series. Anyway, now I'm going off. We're just fuck Super. Anyway, but no, Beerus, a fucking emaciated Egyptian cat, is one of the strongest people in the universe. Kill yourself now. The writers are fucking summer ants. That's what I'm saying. Beerus showed his cock to Whis and Whis blushes. Yeah, the angels. Yeah, Whis, actual homosexual, is one of the strongest people in the multiverse. Just a homosexual angel. Yeah, Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super. Fucking, I hate Dragon Ball Super. Goddamn, dude. You know, every time I think about how lame GT is a lot of times, I'm like, you know, it could be Dragon Ball Super, though. It could be. My IQ is dropping the more I watch DBZ. What I'm not watching more. Actually, I am watching GT. That's true. Damn, you got me. I don't have patience. Just fucking all F over. That Universe 2 team used the power of love to do a fusion dance to a fat bitch. That's true. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know, I'm sure there's cool parts of Tournament of Power, but I feel like I've already seen a bunch of them through YouTube Shorts. That's the problem. Like, if I sit down to watch the Tournament of Power, I guarantee I've already seen every cool thing that happens through YouTube Shorts. So it's been ruined. Like, there's no point in watching. Also, why the fuck does Dragon Ball Super hate Boo, dude? Like, GT put a little tiny bit of respect on Fat Boo's name. A little bit. Yes, he had to fuse with a Native American who looks like an Indian. That's a huge disrespect. But at least he had, like, a moment. You know, he got an emotional moment. Fat Boo in Super, fat retard who sleeps. Wow, I'm laughing. I'm laughing so hard, dude. That's so good. Let's bring back 17. We'll make 17 the strongest park ranger in the multiverse. Eat shit and die, you scum. Dragon Ball is supposed to be about training. You're supposed to train to surpass your limits. Not be a fucking park ranger. I hate you. God damn. I hate Dragon Ball Super. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Fuck. Is there a fat destroyer that's a lamer version of Beerus? Yeah, Champa, yeah. Yeah, literally just a gay furry character. It's like, okay, here's your emaciated Egyptian cat. Here's his brother, gay furry bait character. Wow. Thanks. Thanks, Toriyama. Thanks. You've added so much to Dragon Ball in your last few years of life. That's why people don't like me. I just don't care. I just don't care, dude. What do I think of Sandland? Yeah, the game was very mediocre. I never read the manga, though. Everyone is on Goku Blue's level, which just makes Super Saiyan Blue pointless. Yes. God Ki... I mean, people have already made videos on this, but yeah, God Ki was the worst thing that they ever added to Dragon Ball because they immediately made it obsolete. Immediately. Like, you introduce something that, you know, sounds kind of cool, and then, oh, it just, anyone can be that strong. Literally anybody. Goku and Vegeta, they're actually dog shit. They were fucking chumps the whole time. Frieza literally jelks. Frieza jelks for a month. And he's the strongest motherfucker ever of all time. It's like, yeah. It's like, god damn. Why? It's not like anything DBC makes sense. I know. You listen. It should have ended at Frieza. I'm just gonna say it. I know everyone loves Cell. You know, he reverts to an egg. That's awesome. We love it. But holy shit, the Android saga is just a clusterfuck and it's retarded. It really is dumb. But Cell is pretty cool though. Cell redeems it, but like as a story, it's ass. The Boo saga is also ass. The Boo saga is just, let's give the reader slash, you know, viewer blue balls several times. It's like, okay, but fuck you. What do you mean? There's no payoff? You're just going to introduce all these things and then they lose? Super Saiyan 3 loses. You know, Fusion loses. And what wins? Oh, Spirit Bomb. Because Hercule told people to fucking put their energy. A human... An individual human is, again, fucking worth even less than a summer ant. You know, is basically a microorganism. I don't care if a trillion fucking bacteria combine their powers. That would tickle Kid Buu. Tickle him. He would laugh. He'd knock that spirit bomb back, like, into space. Gohan got a little angry with Cell. Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. Yeah, Mystic Ultimate Gohan fails. I know I was forgetting one. Super Saiyan 3 fails. Potential Unleashed fails. You know, fucking Fusion fails. Wow. Gohan got a little angry with Cell maxed out his Ultra Instinct here, even though he hasn't trained years. Yeah, that was so awesome. You know, I don't blame Toriyama for that, though, because Toriyama wanted it to be a Piccolo movie, which is actually based. That would have been based. But no, it had to be the let's shill Gohan in nostalgia bait movie. Is Super worse than Frieren? Yes, a lot of things are worse than Frieren. If I was writing the continuation of Super, I would bring back Omega Shenron, make him absorb the Super Dragon Balls, make him kill all the gay shit. Yeah, that'd be a better... That'd definitely be better. There's a lot of ways you could write Super better. They probably should have just stole a bunch of the ideas from GT and just made them good. Because, like, I'd say GT's biggest weakness is the action kind of sucks. The thing is, like, many of us, me included, probably remember GT more for its inclusion in the video games than the show. But as someone who had to sit down and watch GT, most of the fights in GT really are bad. Like, worse than almost every fight in Super, you know? But the other things are better than Super. Like, the writing's better, the characters are better. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Goku being a kid, even that is, like, kind of better than Goku being a complete retard, you know? Like, Goku in GT probably acts more mature than he does in Super, at least. And he's put into a child's body. So, that says something. That was called Daima and it sucked ass. Yeah. Yeah, Daima also... Yeah, Daima stole ideas from GT and sucked. That's true. Yeah. They should just retire Dragon Ball. Honestly, just fucking retire that series. They can keep making video games. I don't care. But, I mean, don't make more. The only thing they should do, honestly, that I'm surprised they haven't done, is just steal shit from Dragon Ball Heroes. They seem to be scared of, like, adding more of that stupid-ass what-if shit. When it's like, why not? I mean, it's already there. I want to fight Super Saiyan 4 Broly. I want to fight, you know, they got, like, stupid fusions and shit. You could do, like, the stupid fusion characters. Or, like, Cell, like, Ultra Mega Ultimate absorb everyone's Cell or something. I don't know. I don't watch Dragon Ball Heroes. But, they could probably steal shit. Yeah, Golden Cooler. I would prefer Cooler at his own form, but yeah, sure. Oh my god, dude. I just want to play Raider one time. It's fucking 10:30. I don't understand. I feel like the servers disconnected less on day one of the new season than now. Is it just because there's VPN subhumans or something? I don't understand why the servers got more fucky once ranked showed up. I'll try and wait it out. I don't feel like all F4ing again. Is there a bigger disappointment in Dragon Ball than Gohan? Probably not, I guess. I was never the biggest fan of Gohan anyway, though. I explained this a few times already, but I don't really like self-insert child characters in stories. As a kid, I always liked the older characters, because I just thought, like, being an adult was cool. I mean, not that I really wanted to grow up fast or anything, because I've always hated responsibility, and I don't know, yeah, mostly just that, we'll say. But I just thought, like, adult characters were usually way cooler. And so I thought Gohan kind of just, like, getting absurd rage boosts. Oh my, don't tell me the game didn't even fucking close properly. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, I was never a huge fan of Gohan getting absurd rage boosts. So, like, him being the one to defeat Cell at 11 years old is kind of fucking lame. That's just too young. Like, you haven't earned it yet. That's why Dragon Ball, I've already said this. I feel like I'm repeating myself because I've just autistically talked about Dragon Ball for so long. But you know how Plague of Gripes did that video about Naruto, you know, basically, fuck, how do I say this? Nah, I feel like the ESL. But, you know, the creator claims that it's about hard work, but in reality, it's about genetics, right? Like the Plague of Gripes video is like Naruto's a self-made hypocrite or whatever, something like that, right? And yeah, basically, Rock Lee, if Naruto was about effort and training and being the best, Rock Lee would be the strongest, right? In Dragon Ball, I wouldn't necessarily say Tien would be the strongest, but Tien would be one of the strongest characters if training actually mattered outside of plot devices, right? Instead, Tien is one of the weakest characters, despite training constantly, right? Plague of Gripes also did a video on that. But anyway, the point is, Dragon Ball is about eugenics. I don't know why, but human and Saiyan DNA is a cocktail that produces, you know, beings that are so absurdly strong they don't even have to try. You know, case in point, the fucking Dragon Ball superhero movie, right? That Gohan, he just gets mad one more time and then he's as strong as gods. Hasn't touched a dumbbell in, you know, like 4 years, and then he got mad one time and now he's the strongest. He's like the strongest being in the multiverse almost. It's like, oh, that's so bad. That's so bad, man. Frieza was once the strongest being in the universe by default and never trained. Yeah, and he was the bad guy. You know? Like, that was the lesson, right? You think about it. You think back to DBZ. We all like to think, oh, DBZ has no lessons. It's just stupid 2 action figures. Hold on. Fuck. No. War. Whatever. Just hit screenshot button. So, we all think, right? You know, to the layman, this is Dragon Ball Z, right? Smack action figures together, right? But you think back, right? You think back to the villains in Dragon Ball Z. What do we have? We have Vegeta. Oh, what is Vegeta? He was just born better than Goku. But through hard work and, you know, sort of training plot device shit through King Kai, Goku manages to surpass his limits, and with the power of teamwork, you know, people seem to forget too, like, because later in the series, every fight's a 1v1. But against Vegeta, everyone was helping. Everyone had to team up to beat Vegeta, right? But Vegeta was born better, Goku worked hard, and he was able, with help, to beat Vegeta, right? Okay, we move on to Frieza. Frieza might as well be like the perfect organism, right? He was not only are like the Frieza people just more powerful than like all the other alien races, but specifically Frieza was a prodigy amongst his own species. So he's like the perfect, you know, organism. And Goku, through even with training, doesn't stand a fucking chance. Even the Spirit Bomb, plot device Spirit Bomb, can't beat Frieza. But, you know, Krillin dies, Goku fulfills the legend, becomes a Super Saiyan, you know, super awesome, obviously, and he wins, right? Okay, so you could say that's more like destiny. That's not training to surpass the limit or whatever, but it's still cool as hell. Then next villain, Cell. Cell, once again, this is eugenics. Combine the fucking best traits of every single character up until this point. He truly is the perfect organism, essentially. And what happens? Well, Gohan also has the power of eugenics, and he just was born better. And he got really mad, though his excuse for getting really mad was really fucking bad. Holy shit. Toriyama didn't give a single fuck. No, Gohan wouldn't care about Android 16. No, nobody. Fucking, he's he's a full robot. He wasn't even a cyborg. He was a full-ass android. So that's just two, like, genetically... Two Ubermensch. The Ubermenschen fighting against each other. It's like... I forgot where I was going with this. What was my point, ultimately? I don't remember. And, whatever. Oh, yeah, Broly. So I was thinking of Broly. Broly, another guy, he's just born better, but he's a villain. He's a villain. It is compelling when the villain was born with natural talent, and then the hero surpassed him with hard work. Now, obviously, that's a perversion of, or distortion, whatever. You know, it's a corruption, distortion, a misinterpretation of the tortoise and the hare story. Because the whole point is the hare slacks off, he gets overconfident, right? And villains usually get overconfident. But, you know, in this analogy that we're giving here, in Dragon Ball Super, Frieza gets revived. He trains for a very inconsequential amount of time and surpasses everything, absolutely everything up until that point. If he had just mastered his golden form, he would have at least been able to defeat either Goku or Vegeta. Now, of course, everyone in the series is retarded. If they just teamed up and killed him immediately, then there'd be no movie or, you know, or the shitty anime adaptation. But that's a different conversation. The point is, that actually is probably more true to life, where it's like, okay, yeah, the guy born with way more talent and better genetics or whatever, he trains, he's the best, because that's how it works in real life, right? But we, as humans, are far more compelled by the underdog story, because that's how we wish things worked in real life, right? Yeah. I don't know. That I think I had a point somewhere in there, and then it turned into aimless rambling. Yeah, and then Frieza trained again, and then turned black. What did Toyotaro mean by this?